Hi, this is Emnel from An Old Gamer, and we are back in Hearts of Iron. Last episode was a bit tense, but as I said in the beginning, this playthrough is instructional, and I will try to explain everything as well as I can, while still trying and mostly failing to keep up the pace. The next episodes, I promise, will be much more to the point and much more action-packed. Okay, let's see here. Check our situation. We are getting some factories. We'll get 4 military factories in a sec due to our focus. We've got another 5% to our defense production cap due to research, as you can see. Basic machine tools. We are struggling with oil, actually. But, I think we need motorized more than those light tanks, actually. So, honestly, the only reason I'm keeping those here is to get some efficiency for the time when we get another tank. So, yeah, let's. But I will want to put those factories there for that exact reason, because only factories that are actually there and producing are gaining efficiency. If we were to get another factory here, that would basically get cut in half, because it shows the average efficiency for all of this. Well, we are not producing this, but I'm not going to remove it anyway. Let's pack it. Okay, but do we really need those things that are that's 30%? That's actually quite not 45. Still, I think we want our civilian factories. We want to keep our civilian factories for now. At least to get some more. How's the situation with rubber, though? Brazilians, yeah, alright. So, but that's about it. What we get. Well, we can buy some from those guys, but that won't last. We'll have to invest in synthetic factories sooner rather than later. Okay, let's see how was without artillery. We are producing 1 daily and losing almost the same due to our training. Here is in the wars. Alright, we've been losing some of the tanks, but yeah, doesn't really matter. All we really need is to get to 20, and then we'll stop. And rest of our training we'll do during Spanish Civil War, I think. But we'll need some tanks for it. Actually, I don't know. Thing is that sending tank divisions, if we get our tank divisions fast enough, would make sure that we will win the war. But since they are so effective, we'll get less experience. Similar situation as with Ethiopia. The question is, do we care? Do we care if nationalists in Spain win? Because they usually do, but in my first playthrough they got murdered. I've sent some troops. I've sent, I think, one of those shitty starting tank divisions and 2 infantry ones, and it didn't help. They got cornered in the in northern western part and never really recovered. It was a long bloody war too. But, that's actually quite interesting. But the thing is that nationalist Spain will eventually join Axis. I think it hasn't in history, but I think it will in the game. The way I've seen AI act. So uh, and the the Democratic Spain will only join, will if anything join Comintern, and so that will land us in a war around 41, 42. So about time that we are actually looking to grab some more. So I think, well, we'll see when we make the decision when war starts. But I think I don't really care too much about Franco and his stooges, and I just want the experience from the combat. And I'd actually prefer them to lose for the reason that I just mentioned. That I would be able to just because well, as far as resources go, they have mostly they have some tanks actually, but that's mostly some. Mostly steel. Here also steel, there's nothing else there. So we'll get some steel. Now we are actually lacking steel because we are pumping out to battleships, but France has all the steel which we may need, and if we play our cards right, we should be able to conquer France. At least I hope so. That's my goal: is to conquer France before Germany has a chance to attack the match through Benelux. So we actually have a chance to get pretty much all of France if we do it right. And that is going to be a lot of steel, so we don't care about this steel that much. And aluminium we have all of it. And this one, tungsten is Portugal. Portugal is nice neutral country where we can buy all the tungsten we will ever need. Tungsten is actually needed for most of the artillery. So okay, so chromium is, I think we need, if I'm not mistaken, we are only using it, yes, for battleships. We really don't care. When the war starts, alright, that's important. Oh, actually both things finished. We need the research gain. Okay, we have the tanks. We don't. Right here, you can invest. You can research the self-propelled variants of, as you can see, light tank destroyer, light self-propelled artillery, and light anti-air. They are pretty expensive to make actually, but have nice max speed. So they, if you want to put such things in our light tank divisions, that's the way to go, basically. But there's the other way actually, and we'll discuss this later. So let's just leave it at that. We don't care for those for now. Here, we don't need anti-tank or anti-air yet. This whole battle doctrine is I'm really pushing it here. Okay, so question of in the previous episode I said that we won't have the company bonus for this plane. But when I thought about it, when it comes to those bonuses, the next one obviously will be the civilian factories. But then we can basically go for this, for Machi. I really hope that's how we pronounce it. Machi, I think. Alright, well, anyway, someone will. I will check later. I hate when there's like 10,000 ways to check pronunciations. I hate when people don't do that in such content, so I will try to improve later. And anyway, So that maybe well, there's a way. There's this, but I think this may be actually the thing we'll do next. That will put that's in 250 days. We have July. That'll put us around March. March 37. That's how long of a research is it? 200. All right, so we'll have those planes by early 98. 38, I mean, 2 years to build enough. Okay, that's a long shot actually. Well, less than 2 years really, because we'll probably start in late August, early September, obviously. I want to push my luck. We'll have to start building this shit. No, I think I don't want to push my luck. I will research that later. So we are not going to pick this just yet. We'll go with the military factories, because that's the point where it's high time to start building those. So no, that would probably be silly to do that. That I think. Okay, so one of the research slot goes for research efficiency, since we need some, and second one will go for grand battle plan actually, and then when we get our new research slot, I think we'll then go for the fighters. That should be about right. Okay. The way I was, we are basically getting, that's easy math, 1 per day. Oh, speaking about gains, let's stop killing our supply, and yeah, let's quit with the exercises. Let's upgrade our divisions. Alright, so the way I want to do it is to first remove all this cavalry, change this to the tanks. Oh, damn it! It's 25, isn't it? No, it's actually to up, because okay, let's I want for it to look nice. Give a break. Alright, the reason we haven't paid that much is because cavalry basically counts as those fast things. Later we'll consider adding, I think, okay, let's talk why I'm building it this way. Okay, so one of the problems with this screen is that it doesn't show hardness, and but we'll talk about hardness in a bit. But let's check the difference between tanks, light tanks, and motorized infantry. First of all, the important bit is that they all have the same speed of 12 kph, so that's our staple. And unlike infantry, basically has high defense and low breakthrough. Standard infantry has and motorized as well has breakthrough of 3 and breakthrough of 3 and defense of 20, 30. That depends on the level of your equipment. So that's a big disparity. So they are and defense is used. Those are two defensive stats. Breakthrough is being used when you're on the offensive. as I mentioned earlier, this is the ability of your people to stay out of the harm's way when they are advancing and attacking the enemy, and defense is the same, but for the when they are holding the ground, when they are being attacked. So as you can see, the stats for infantry divisions will be the other way, but even more lopsided. So defense defense would be really high, but breakthrough will be laughingly low. And okay, so those combat stats are additive, most of them, except well, piercing. Well, okay, so let's remove remove those for a sec, and look how fully armored divisions would look like, and we'll talk why we are adding infantry. Okay, it's fast, it has nice soft attack, hard attack, huge breakthrough, low defense, but we want to be on defensive, very high piercing and quite high armor. We won't be able to be, they won't pierce us. Okay, so those stats, those first two stats are additive. And if we go here to mobile and infantry, you see that defense and breakthrough are also additive. So we add 22 and 3. Hardness is lower because hardness is takes the average of all the divisions. Soft attack is additive, hard attack is additive, supply use is additive, obviously. Suppression is also additive. Organization, on the other hand, it looks like it that way because basic it is the average. Basic well, organization of tank divisions alone is only 10, and organization is the thing that keeps you acting, keeps you attacking, and the thing that basically the only way to lose a battle is to lose organization. So and tanks without infantry support have no organization to speak of. So we need some infantry to buff it up, and more battalions once again. So that's basically the most important part. HP is also good, but organization is the most important one. But as you can see, armor and piercing are going lower. So this is the huge change between Hearts of Iron and 3 and 4. In Hearts of Iron 3, piercing and armor were at the were not on the division level. It's if you had a battalion of heavy tanks in an infantry division, your piercing and your armor would be the level of that heavy tank battalion. Here it's the average, so it's it's more on the. It may not make a lot of sense when you think about it for the first time, but I guess it's those are division stats, so it averages your ability to deal with another armor divisions. So and division is something that consists well, depends on the country, but around at least 10,000 men, so and few hundred tanks. So yeah, that's actually is not that bad. Alright, so well, I won't get okay. One more thing: manpower, infantry equipment, motorized. We need 50 motorized for every of those, each one of those. So we'll need to pump up more, and 60 tanks. And if you remember a second ago, we are now building one light tank, a shitty one, not the one we want here at day. But we want this, and once we start pumping tanks, we will need we will want a few of those divisions ASAP. Let's start with okay, so as you can see here, we have 55% production efficiency, and we are going to switch to light power tank L6. And that dropped in half. we will actually go for light tanks first. Actually, first of all things. Are you telling me we don't have anyone? Alright, we really don't. That's okay. Yeah, we actually need someone. Let's buy it from Soviets. Actually, do we want to buy it from Soviets? Romania not, Colombia. Yeah, let's not make Soviets to. Let's not give Soviets factories. That's basically my train of thought. They have enough of those as it is. As you can see, we need 20 oil, but this is mostly. That's my mistake. I should have actually bought that oil a bit earlier. I guess we need 5 for the motorized. That was a waste of time. We need, but as you can see, we are getting quite a lot of motorized already for our purposes. As of for now, it's not bad, but we will need some more, and the rest is in those battle shields that we really don't care about. As you can see, 18 is required, so yeah. Don't give it up. Alright, industrial effort. We got 4 military factories for free, so now our requirements for resources will rise. That's a no-brainer. Research slot, we need it ASAP. Because we got 4 factories. What those? If you were watching this, you've seen that artillery needs 1 tungsten, 2 and 2 steel. As you can see here, I'm using 8 steel and I want 4 tungsten. That means is because that price is for 1 factory, so your obviously that your resource requirements raise about as fast as your military industry. So that's one of the reasons why we are focusing on constructing civilian factories for now. And it really doesn't matter. We are not planning on losing things, but I don't want to fill my states to the brim because synthetic refineries can only you need additional levels of the tech to build more than 1 in the state, and if we were to build them, and as you can see, they even give you 2 oil and 5 oil and 2 rubber. But if you build things like that in occupied territory, you lose 20% of that to rubber, because rubber is the one that is important. We'll deal with the oil, and it's sadly it runs it down. So we by building those in the occupied states, we lose pretty much half of it. So we want to keep open slots, as you can see here. Those one will get higher because once we research those techs, if you can remember, there was a tech that increased the number of factories we can fit in the state. So that's why we don't want to fill them up too high. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. This is basically there. Up to 15 can work on 1, and they are filling up in this order. Let's actually add some to not randomly waste 1 here, 1 here, let's say 2 here. Alright. And we have actually our first divisions that are finished. They are at level trained. We can continue training them till they reach those that we remade almost reach level trained as well, most of them, so that's not bad at all. And we can basically train them all the way till they reach level of regular. As you remember, we were all of those were regular, and I basically set those all to exercise, but those basically are not exercise. They aren't costing us any resources. Okay, maybe okay. If if I mess that up, that would be bad. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost those aren't. Okay, now I'm not sure. I will take a look. Actually, let's check. This is damn it. Okay, so well. Okay, let's make sure. No, but it shows a bloody attrition. Damn it. Okay, so I was wrong. Well, now we know as well. You don't want to do what I did. You don't want to exercise with everyone. Okay, let's actually let's since we are at it, that would 0.052. Let's stop and let's select the guys that aren't maximally trained yet. Unassign them. Let those. Start a new one. View us at home. Exactly. Start researching. So actually, well, we kinda well, to be honest, we didn't need those divisions just yet, because well, it will take a while before our tanks start popping out. But yeah, we would have needed to get the 20, so that's not the worst thing. But it's good that we haven't continued to train them. It's actually quite annoying, because what you will need is to keep removing them if they have uneven amounts of that amounts of experience. I don't like that one bit. Okay, I think we'll give it a rest for now. We are pretty low on supply. Like, having unexperienced troops in combat is bad, but having troops that don't have to use basic equipment is worse. Okay, so first flavor event, 11 Olympiad, held in Berlin. Alright, well, you can read it if you like. Games are concluded. Okay, if you are not familiar with Hearts of Iron and you've played a lot of EU4 and CK2, it may be confusing for you, but there really isn't. There really are very few events in this game like this. It's more decision based than the luck based in this regard. So it's or you can also say that it has less variety because of that, but this is how it is. And as you've seen with that one, most of them are basically a flavor. It didn't have anything to. It wasn't important basically. All right. It's not time for that yet, but sooner rather than later, we'll have to start scheming about conquering Yugoslavia. Let's check our research plan. So that's in 100 and so that's 1, 2, 3, that's 210, and whatever is left here 260, and then we'll have to wait another, I think, 100 days to get the claim, which is to justify the war when we already have a claim. So I'm not 100% sure if it isn't it's better to just justify a war goal. Okay, let's see. It's a low tension actually. Okay, we'll just go with the flow and use the focus. Actually, okay. Now when I thought about it, it's the clay. As you can see, world tension will rise, but okay. Think about. Oh, okay. Spanish Civil War. I think we will be able to send. Can we already send volunteers? Okay. Now we have to talk about world tension. As you can see, it's at 1. What it does, however, it makes it makes the generation of wargals pretty long, justifying war, not wargals and wars. If we have a wargal, we still need to need to justify with a claim, then wargal, then we have a war. But the threshold here is 25. If world tension reaches 25, then democratic nations can start guaranteeing independence. And my main goal here is to conquer Yugoslavia and have world tension low enough that we can justify and declare a war against Romania without reaching 25%. Because if we reach 25%, they will guarantee Romania, and we won't be able to declare that war because well, we are not in the place to fight France and United Kingdom on our own. And there are also some other problems. Well, basically, if Romania, if we just conquer Romania, we'll not have occupational penalties here. But if we conquer Romania, that is in the Allies, it will not surrender completely, and we'll have to deal with occupation here. One of the perks of the occupation is that you will lose with standard policy, but you will lose at least 20% of all the resources. So that's what 18 oil down the drain. So we don't want that. We want to. My main goal in the early game here is to slip by under that 25 and grab more Yugoslavian Romania. We'll see how it goes. And that's why I'm looking. Damn it! As you can see, this is already rising because of different nations sending volunteers to the Spanish one and the others. But I think we need to do that as well. We'll need some important experience. What do we want to send? We don't have enough tanks. That's the problem. And those tank divisions are, as you can see, those are the old ones. Oh no, actually, oh fuck that. Damn, my bad. We actually just changed them outright, and we are actually. As you can see, let's see. Okay, let's see how much equipment do we have. So we have 60 out of 240. 60, 70. Yeah, that's problematic. And how's our production? We basically can send them to fight, but as we discussed earlier, we actually want to take it slow. And if they lose, then they lose. remind me of it. This here. Okay, those ones are bad. But also more expensive. Let's do it on the cheap side. We'll just send the. Okay. Okay, now we want some veterans actually. Let's unassign those and start a new army because we can send only 3. And Mountaineer. Engineer, Desert Fox. Yeah, this is the guy we want. We want to send. Send volunteers. This guy can send 3 divisions. 1 threat. Okay, maybe that's a mistake, but I think we'll take it. If we won't be able to, we'll do the exact math when we get to that. When province will remain start. Let's press send, and well, it will be. Oh, we'll actually, unlike in Hearthfire 3, we'll be able to control it. So we'll have some fighting in next episode. Having said that, this is basically it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.